Woohoo! Happy New Year, guys! Happy New 2021! We are here, we made it, we survived 2020, 2020. Bye bye! Oh, Jesus Christ. So, guys, here is midnight and 17 minutes now. So, the new year in Bulgaria and my part of the world just passed, and it's fireworks and all of those things right beside me, you can say. We're actually on all sides of the building. But yeah, so I'm here with you guys. We're going to have a bit of fun, I hope. And this is the first new year in which a lot of things are not happening, but we're gonna talk about this, guys. So, Happy New Year to dear Clayton, dear Ivy, Blockage, everybody in the chat. Jake is here as well. Uptick, Harry. Hi to you guys. So, let me see now what you're saying. Well, yeah, Blockage, of course. Go party if you can party, of course. And I suppose that in a lot of you, the year is already here, like is the case with me, or it's still coming, depending on, which time zone you are. Hi to Ragnarok too. Happy New Year, guys. Phew, so 2021, we are here. And if you think that's gonna be a lot different in the first few months of 2020, probably not. But if numerology, if I can say that right, is any indication, at least the switching of all the numbers is technically affecting everything. So we'll see how that goes, you know. But oh, Ed, happy Halloween! What? Are you kidding me, Ed? So, Clayton and I have my time. So yeah, it is 19 minutes into the new year, and if anyone asks, this is grape juice. So yeah, cheers, guys. Cheers. I don't really like champagne. So guys, 2020 loan. 20 loan. Oh, that's new. 21. 0 calories. Fortunately, no, but it's the new year, so yeah, I mean, after Christmas, I have to, uh, you know, I mean, I did what I could, but I still have to get into my normal everything and see if I gained any weight or not and just lose it. So, yeah, I mean, I did a lot of preventive stuff, but still. Anyway, guys, in 2021, I wish you a ton of success, a ton of love, because that is something that a lot of us sometimes neglect, and a ton of just, working towards your goals, setting new goals, and just whatever you wish to achieve, well, at least in the boundaries of 1 year, for you to be able to achieve that. And I would say actually that that's also a very good topic for New Year's resolutions. A lot of people want to do different stuff, lose weight, all of those things in the new year. But guys, for your body and well, how time passes in general is individual for each and every one of us in a lot of aspects. So don't wait for a new year to start, changing your body or do certain things that you want to achieve. Just always go for whatever you wish to do and just never stop. That is the key. Just never stop. Even if you walk slow, just never stop. That is what Confucius said. But really, guys, there's really no point for anyone to just say, I'm starting from the new year or I'm starting from Monday. Just start, and that's it. I mean, just start, just do it, literally. And yeah, I mean, just continue the way that is gonna lead you to your goals, no matter which time and which year is it. Just just do it, guys. That is something that's very important, because starting from Monday or starting from whatever, just postponing things, to say the least, and it's just not good mindset. So just just start. So that's what I'm gonna say. Now let's see what your guys are saying in the chat. uh how much does wine cost? Well, it depends. There's cheap wine, there's expensive wine. Sometimes expensive wine is not good at all. I mean, it depends on what you like. I like very sweet wine that is very light and sweet. I don't like dry wine, which makes my tongue go numb. So, this grape juice is just it's very like low, I mean weak, but it has substance, and I made it a bit sweeter with stevia, actually, because it was not sweet enough. And stevia doesn't have any calories, or it doesn't act like sugar in alcohol. This is not alcohol, and so it's fine. um, mm, mm. If I get drunk on the stream, it's gonna be very funny. But this is not a wine at all. At all. Okay, already is acting on me. If my eyes start glowing and my cheeks start getting red, yeah, it's definitely from the non-alcoholic beverage that I'm taking, because alcohol is just not, this is not alcohol. It's not something that I can handle at all. Even the most weak one, I'm still like a little kid, if I drink a bit of something like that, like I used to do. My grandfather had amazing homemade wine, and he brought a bottle that my parents hid in the closet, so I just sneaked in every night and drank a bit of it. But it was very light, very sweet homemade wine from his own um, uh, vineyard. Yeah, I mean, he had some grapes in his yard, yeah, literally, and he made the wine himself. So that was one of the best wines that I ever tasted in my life. And after like maybe a few weeks, I don't remember because I was really little, half the wine was gone, because I was like every night, and all of a sudden he noticed that something is missing. I mean, half the bottle. And he's like, who is drinking my wine? And my mom is like, well, we don't drink, so Gary. Yeah, so basically I drank more wine than I ever do now. One bottle is enough for like 2 years for me. One. Only one. So yeah, I really not in any kind of a way have any attraction towards alcohol. Oh, hi Jay. Hi. Happy New Year to you too. I'm super happy to see you in the chat. So, like I said, tons of health, happiness, and love, guys. And I always say health. That's something that we say here in Bulgaria. That's the first thing that we say, because that's the most important thing. If we don't have health, we have nothing. So first we have to have health. We have to take care of our bodies, and never underestimate what we actually need to be healthy. So you always have to be conscious and learn more about yourself and how your body works. Just never stop learning, and then of course applying, and that's gonna make you really independent from the freaking doctor. So that is something that you have to strive towards, no matter what year is it, and then build upon your other New Year's, whatever those are, resolutions. But like I've said, just keep on improving in all aspects that you can. And New Year resolutions is just something that you can use to even more motivate yourself, but it's definitely not what you have to go by. It should be always, like this, going towards some kind of a improvement. Okay, So more people are coming. Happy New Year to you too, guys. Oh, okay, Union. Oh, that's cool. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So, motorbike. That's so awesome. Oh, okay, Dr. Mango. Ah, well, our wine here, I mean, I was talking about homemade wine, if you haven't heard, like literally made from my grandfather. So he's not putting anything in it. God rest his soul, though. And now these wines that I can drink, they're like bio basically. So it says that there's nothing artificial in them, but who knows? And they're actually not expensive at all. And like I said, one bottle will gonna last me for at least 2 years, just one. So I don't really need more than that. It's really not in one with my fitness. So yes. Oh, Teku, hi to you. Happy New Year. Čestita Nova Godina. Da si živ i zdrav. That's in Bulgarian to be healthy and alive. Thanks, Ed. Oh, Adeptus Mechanicus sticker. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, you're gonna pray to the machine god of the bike. You're like, please get me safe. Well, anywhere. Well, yeah. I mean, that's still positive thought towards the bike, so it's not gonna do any harm. Keep doing it in that kind of a line of thought. It's really fine. Yeah. Uh, well, I don't, well, like I said, I don't really drink any alcohol. Red wine, when it's well made, it has, some good stuff in it, antioxidants. Hard alcohol is totally different, so I never drink that. And a little bit of red wine once a year, literally once a year, will not do any harm. And I fast all the time, so whatever damage I can do, I'm gonna clean it out literally off my body very fast. So let other people that drink all the time be worried. But if whatever you consume in extremely small doses, once in a blue moon, well, of course, not any poison, but I'm talking about foods and drinks, you not really do anything if it's like so rare, of course. So I'm very happy that I don't have any attraction to, bad things like alcohol, cigarettes, or anything else. I don't want to mention, well, yeah, a lot of stuff because it's YouTube and they're gonna be like, you're not gonna talk about this. I'm like, okay. So, any bad stuff. Only chocolate. So yeah, if I can only win the battle against chocolate and not be attracted to chocolate. That's gonna be fine. But yeah, chocolate is my kryptonite basically. Yeah, I have to fight against chocolate. Or at least like avoid it for 2 months or something. I mean, sometimes I actually really had periods in which I didn't even ever think about chocolate. Like literally 3 months, like what is that? Chocolate. And then all of a sudden chocolate. Where? So yeah, I hope that chocolate's not, I mean, it's gonna be my biggest problem, and I'm not gonna have any bigger problem than chocolate. That's gonna be good. Oh, 5 miles from your house. Oh, Jesus. Well, at least it's not more far than this. Super milkshake! Hi to you. Happy New Year to you too. Oh, you mean to say you're eating a ton? Yeah, I decided to end my a ton of eating on Christmas Eve because I really had the cheat day of cheat days on Christmas Eve and then a bit of Christmas Day. And yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to fast some more because that was a bit of too much of a cheat day. But you know, at least those days, because this year, because of the you know what virus, we didn't gather with the family for Easter, so I missed that. I mean, for the first time that I'm alive, we didn't do that. And I'm like, okay, I only have Christmas Eve and Christmas, those 2 days, to eat like a horse, so I'm gonna do that. Mm. Uh, no, I don't like super expensive chocolate. I wouldn't say. I mean, I've eaten some that are like more expensive. They were gifts basically, but I don't find them in any particular way better than the cheaper chocolate because we do have actually pretty good chocolate here from all brands, and yeah, I mean it's not expensive. It's like 1.5, let's say, leva, which is, well, exactly like $1. And I mean, there's a lot more expensive chocolates, but I mean the cheaper chocolate is like 1.5 leva. It's pretty delicious, actually, pretty good. And yeah, I mean there's Lindor, they're good, but I don't really need that. Why do you think that I'm one of those people that like 100% expensive chocolate with high sugar content? I mean, they all have the same sugar content. Milk or not, I like black chocolate. I like milk chocolate. I like all kinds of chocolate. I like white chocolate, which is not really chocolate, but yeah, all kinds of chocolate. I even had some with stevia that are literally half the calories, but I mean, they're not bad, but they cannot replace the craving that you may have for a chocolate. Like for a limited time, yes, but after a time, you really want to just have normal chocolate. So some of the foods that are the healthier option can fool you for a brief moment, but not for very long, unfortunately. And I made chocolate myself, which actually turned out better than the one that I bought. Come to think of it. But the chocolate that I made was keto chocolate, basically all fat and stevia. It was delicious though. But just when I want to have chocolate, just I buy one, and I just portion it out throughout the week. So one chocolate that's 100 grams, I can eat it for 5 days. Yeah, so it's not like if I get chocolate, I'm binging and eating the whole thing. I'm literally, even if I really want it, I still have the willpower to spread it out. So I only have like one or two pieces at once, which is just, one or two squares, you can say. I mean, it depends how the chocolate is separated on how many squares, but like the first line of it. Line is that, yeah, what, you know what I mean. Okay. Reading the rest of your comments now, guys. Oh, that's great. Mainly chicken. Yeah, well, chicken is divided from a lot of nutrients, so it's good for pure protein, but the rest of the meat, I mean, red meat is really better. It's more rich with nutrients than chicken. I love chicken, but um, it kind of gets tiresome if you eat it all the time, so I just eat horse. Actually, I love horse. Horse is very low calorie and it's very nutritious. So yeah, I love horse. And thankfully we have horse here, and it's not that expensive. Horse or lean beef, for me, it's my favorite. But in Bulgaria we also eat a lot of pork, but because it's high in calories, even the lean one, and it's not that good of a quality compared to the horse or the beef. I just eat beef or horse. So yeah, horse. Oh, it's awesome. Oh, oh, that's awesome, Union. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. If you can go to the gym, go to the gym. I train here, as many of you guys know. I made my little home gym today. Actually, on Facebook, I posted that there was a 4 year anniversary since I got my home gym, and now it's just a bit more rich, so to speak. I have more things in it, but it's awesome that it's 4 years of and I'm so happy about that. Oh, Joem, happy New Year to you too. Um, well, I am very good in all types of foods, and we are actually very fortunate in Bulgaria because um, we don't have much as GMO and yeah, GMO and other foods like in other countries. So we eat a lot more real stuff here and a lot more that people produced. So that's one thing. Now, chocolate is all kinds of brands, some Bulgarian brands, some Russian brands too, and it's pretty fine. Uh, I always investigate everything. I mean, I'm actually a trainer. I'm nutritionist, a lot of things. So I have like pretty much my whole young life of understanding food, bodybuilding, and everything that has to do with be healthy and all of those things, nutrition and how to eat a lot of things that I love, how to make recipes that are optimized in any kind of a way in terms of nutrition, for bodybuilding and losing fat and all of those things. So, yeah, I know. But especially when you fast for as long as I fast, whatever you have, in your body in terms of plaque or whatever it is, just trash that is built up from the foods that you eat in general, that is just cleaning every day. So I actually never consume anything after like 2 o'clock even. So right now, I just like I said, just because it's New Year, I'm drinking a bit of grape juice and water. But otherwise, I'm just gonna drink water and nothing else. Maybe decaf, but that's also very rare. Only if I'm really hungry. Decaf really helps for this. And if you're not allowing yourself to eat the things that you love from time to time, even for someone that is trying to have like great shape all year round, just gonna make you crazy. I've been there, so I know how it is. They're just impossible to eat. I mean, things that I love a lot of things, but if I don't allow myself some stuff that I do crave from time to time, I'm just gonna go crazy. So I've been, yeah, like I've been through so much, try and error and super discipline and a ton of things, and I never reached the best shape of my life until now, pretty much, when I do like alternate between particular periods in which I'm very disciplined, and then from time to time I allow myself within my calories and all of that little things. I train, I compensate with the calories, with the movement, how active I am, all of that. So everything is pretty much adjusted for in all times. But that is the thing. It's some kind of a balance, because if you say no chocolate ever, that's not gonna just just got. I'm not gonna feel that I'm alive even. So yeah, it's better from time to time to eat something that you love than if you don't. And Rio, hi to you. Happy to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Happy 2021. We have to get used to say 2021 now because, you know, every year I just got used to the number, and then the next comes and I'm like, what happened? So I gotta used to say 2021, but no one's gonna miss 2020, I think, so it's not gonna be that hard this time. Well, that's awesome, Ed. I'm happy that I have this effect on you. This is my water. Hmm. I did actually work out today, if that's what you ask. Actually, I did almost 20,000 steps incline. Uh, McDonald, I see you. Happy New Year. Wow, brontosaurus steak. You know, those Fred Flintstone steaks sure looked awesome from the show, and as well as Tom and Jerry's, actually. If you watch Tom and Jerry, they're just all the foods in the cartoon just look so delicious sometimes. It doesn't look real, but for some reason you want to eat it. It's how old cartoons work. They were really awesome. I really miss the old cartoons, actually. Do you guys have some cartoons that you like? Oh, okay. It's Helios. Oh, you changed your logo. Yeah, we have to talk about cartoons, not food, so nobody gets hungry. Well, that's a good interesting strategy. Well, yeah, I mean, if you put your food into larger plates, sometimes you feel like you eaten more. I mean, that's really a trick. Also, what you can do is to take a really small spoon and eat something with the small spoon or fork, and that is also a way to eat slower and just enjoy every bite more instead of just taking the big spoon and be like you know. Oh, Ed, don't skip numbers. It's 2021. Waiting for 2020. No, don't worry, guys. Time is flying so fast, and yeah, you don't want to fly that fast because nobody wants to get old. So put your brakes somewhere, please. Oh no, I mean, wine and water. I mean, why not? And once again, this is not technically wine. For YouTube, this is not at all any wine. It's just grape juice. Okay. Um. Yeah. Also, well, the new Tom and Jerry looks like they're just repeating the old jokes all over and over again. But I would like to still watch it. Nothing can replace the originals, though. I mean, what is original is just gonna be always the original. Ah, DuckTales. Oh yeah, Popeye is awesome. The Animaniacs, I haven't seen a lot of those, but some of them were funny, the ones that I've seen. Daffy Duck, for me, he's awesome. Bugs Bunny, he's my favorite actually, Bugs Bunny, because he's a genius. Yeah, Ed, definitely. By the way, because a lot of people are indoors right now, in the new year, there was a super amazing meme on Facebook that I posted. Um, it went something like this: that I don't know what I'm gonna wear in my living room. I may not even go. That was just so hilarious. I just love that kind of a humor. But yeah, I'm wearing this in my living room, and I went. After all, I did go to the new year, so I'm here. Oh, uh, oh, what the heck is Doug Blurk? Aeroplanes, Doug Blurk. What is that? I have no idea. Oh, the red rooster. Oh, he's so funny. He's always like trying to, try to make the dog look very stupid. well, the dog kind of, yeah, kind of was stupid, and the rooster is like, what you're seeing here is not what you're seeing. Actually, no, you actually want to see something else. And the dog's like, ah, what are you talking about, rooster? Oh, it's so fun. Oh, you tried to enter the living room and the barkeeper didn't let you in? Well, who let the barkeeper in? Like who? So, one thing, and you have to tell me how it's in your countries, guys. But here in Bulgaria, every year, all the people, well, a lot of people, from Sofia, which is the capital. I'm from the capital, so every year a lot of people just go to one of the huge town squares in the center of the city, and they just gather. There's a very big stage. There's a concert, some announcements that those like I mean the hosts make, and Happy New Year and all of that. So there's like a huge party on the square. Literally thousands of people gather. But now that's the first year since I exist, and maybe even before my existence, that this just didn't happen. So really unprecedented times, because it really did not happen. And the other thing is that, yeah, a lot of restaurants, actually all restaurants are closed. Only some hotel restaurants are open, and they're only allowed to work until 10, which means that they closed almost 3 hours ago, and only like 15 people between I don't know how many tables, something like this. So that's the first time. I wouldn't go anywhere anyhow on New Year. So I'm perfectly content and happy where I am. I don't have any problems with that. I really prefer to stream and be with you guys here rather than just go and waste my time somewhere, drunk people on the streets and all those things. Or to go to some kind of a friend that they're all like, yeah, well, a bit under the table, and I just don't like such things. So I'm much happier being here. Anyway, I mean, Corona or not Corona. Yeah, the Roadrunner is just awesome. Oh well, I really have to check what that is, because I just can't remember anything that's called DuckTales at the moment. Yeah, Porky. Also, if you've seen the new HBO Max Looney Tunes, that's pretty awesome. That's actually pretty good, because everything that's new, I'm always very suspicious about it, but not this time, because they really did a great job with the new. The old are always gonna be the old, but the new, I'm pretty impressed. Well, I don't go anywhere. So there's your question answered. That I don't really go anywhere. I don't go to clubs. I don't go. Yeah, I don't go anywhere. I really don't need to go anywhere. I mean, the last place that I went was a comedy club, and the show is like 1 hour from 9 o'clock till 10, and that's it. So yeah. Oh, Speedy Gonzales is awesome. Japanese cartoons? Do you mean anime? I don't really like most of anime. Well, it's just not my style, but I really love the Death Note. If that is any indication, I just love the Death Note. It's amazing. Yeah, we're stuck on the web. Well, like I said, I really don't mind. Happy New Year once again, blockage. You already said that like 30 minutes ago. Maybe you had too many drinks. Astro the robot. Okay, interesting. Akira, I heard about it many, many times. Akira, Astro the Robot. Interesting. I'm honestly, guys. Oh, I'm getting some. I'm getting some congratulations actually. So, you told me 30 minutes before that? What do you mean? You were first in the chat in midnight and 17 minutes. You said, I wish you best new year. So, yeah, that is counting for Happy New Year. Akira is a must. It's so good. Oh, yeah, I know about Dragon Ball Z, but Uh, well, there was one anime. I actually used to watch anime when I was a kid mostly, and that's where I stopped because I kind of got turned off anime just because they're all uh how to say this. Well, they are expressing emotion. Well, I'm seeing Akira by the way, just to see how it looks visually. It's interesting. Some guy with a red jacket. Okay, so yeah, I decided to not watch anime uh, because they just express emotion in very like high level ways. The word escapes me right now. Maybe it's because of the non-wine that I'm drinking, but they're like, oh yeah. I mean, I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh too, and they're all like, I'm gonna shoot you with this creature which is very high level, and the other guy's like, I'm gonna shoot you with this creature which is amazing level, and they're like, "Ooh." in 10 minutes is this or this or like this 10 minutes like and at one point I was like super tired of it, of this whole style, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna watch any animation like this. I'm just gonna stick to the American animation. Really, and that is what happened. And at some point, before I stopped, I mean, there was animation. The only thing that I remember about it, I mean, I was super impressed, first of all. That's why I remember it. But for the life of me, I cannot. I just don't know what the name. But it was with some guy with a very long hair, like super long. It was either black or dark blue and with a katana. So that is what I remember. And I also remember that it was very meaningful and interesting because it made like a huge impression on me. But to this day, I don't know the name. And one of my friends that really loves anime, I told her about that. But because that kind of fits a lot of other descriptions of other characters in anime, she just couldn't guess, and I can. So who knows what that was? Maybe I should call my childhood boyfriend and ask him if he knows. But yeah, who knows? Uh, who do Ed? What is this? Who do your eyeshadow makeup? I am doing everything. My hair, my makeup. Yes. So it is me. It is I, Gary. I'm doing everything at. Yeah, it is always me. I mean, my mom used to do my makeup, but that was so long ago. And then I just learned myself. So yeah. But at the beginning, I couldn't even, with the eyeliner, I just couldn't hit my eye, like coordinate my arm. Like, what? But then I got used to it. So, I mean, I'm literally an artist. I draw and paint, but I couldn't, you know, I couldn't do my own makeup. So then I was like, okay, I just have to learn. That's ridiculous. So I did. Hmm. Yes, cheers. Stardust. Not sure, Ivy. Oh no, that's not familiar. I'm gonna search it though. I mean, how many animes has have a guy with a very long hair? Oh no, nah, that's not it. No, no, that animation was drawn better. It was drawn not in a childish way, but it was like almost a bit. Oh, it's very late. I'm sorry. Almost a bit American drawn, because some anime animations actually draw their characters in a familiar way, but a bit more realistic, and some are a bit more cartoonish, like this character Enusha, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Okay, so katana anime blue hair. Yeah, I can imagine if I find it. Blue hair. Blue hair. Oh, okay. So I see actually a female character with this description. Yeah, I knew that a lot of animations gonna somehow fit this. But no, this was a guy. A very, very cool looking guy. And it was, I think, famous, but famous animation, but damn it. Male. And when I watched the Death Note, I also searched on a site for anime. Didn't find it. Oh, wait. I found something that kind of resembles that. No, it doesn't look like it that much, but who knows? So I found a guy that's called Assassin. Huh. Yeah, that kind of looks like that. The Sword Skill Master Assassin. It says. Fate Stay Night. What the heck is that? Sasaki Kojiro. Mythical Japanese swordsman. Interesting. So I have to now look into this. I was too little to. I should like recognize it maybe right away when I see it, but who knows? That's what I think, but who knows if I do. I just remember like one or two scenes in a dungeon. That's the only thing that I remember from this. Ah, Hafez, hi to you. I made a review. So yes, I did see it, and not only that, but I made a review. I made another video answering to Angry Joe's review. So yeah. Yeah, Bulgaria do have, yeah, we do have our own cartoons. Oh, the Cat Whisperer. A very happy new year to you too, the Cat Whisperer. Thank you very much. I hope that you have fun here. And in 2021, I really hope, guys, that all my hard work is finally going to start to pay off more, hopefully, and to get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm not sure how that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna work my butt off. So hopefully, YouTube algorithm's gonna finally smiled at me. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try my best as always, guys. I've been pushing this for so long, but yes, I saw Wonder Woman, and I do love it. That's the abbreviation of the review that I love it. I know that a lot of people don't love it, but I do love it, and I have my reasons. I really should not drink not wine, even if it's New Year, because it literally starts to mess with my train of thought. And like I said, I don't drink any only once a year now. And on this time of year, any alcohol, even the weakest ones. So I'm not holding very well at all, like at all. I'm just so straight edge that if I'm any more straight edge, I'm gonna be just made out of water. I don't know. Actually, we are made out of water, but you know what I mean. So yeah, we do have our own cartoons, but they're mostly old. Now we have a new one that looks like Samurai Jack actually, and it depicts old Bulgarian myths and culture. That just water for the new guys that just join in. So yeah, it depicts our culture, mythology, Baba Yaga. Everybody heard that. Well, that's just part of the Bulgarian folklore. It's not anything else. It's than ours actually. And there are some Samodivas. Those are female spirits. There are some guys that are supposed to, kukiri. They're called kukiri, and kukiri are the people that are supposed to scare off evil spirits. So they dress in some um, traditional clothing. I don't know how to explain it. And they have big scary masks. And now in these days, we do have such tradition where the kukiri, they're just gonna dance around. They have big chimes on them, and they make big spectacle actually. So those things still exist. Also, walking on charcoal, on very heated charcoal, with your bare feet. I never seen that in person because such rituals are still performed in some villages because, like I said, it's just a part of the culture. It's like a show, but it's also they're just trying to keep the traditions. There's also Bulgarian martial arts, by the way. But yeah, this new series is called The Golden Apple, and it's made years. I mean, it's years in the making, and yeah, it's well. The first episode is not was not that good, but the animation is pretty well made. I mean, those are literally people like me that learn to do animation, and with all their efforts, they try to gather money to do this new animated show. There was another animated show once again made by such very ambitious, talented people that's called Bulgar, and it's basically like a comedy show about a typical village, old type of a Bulgarian that just does stupid things. Yeah, so it's funny, but it's only funny to us because we have the context for it. And there was also some very famous idiots. I mean, animation about a few idiots. I forgot how that was called. But yeah, I wish we had more things, but it costs a lot of money, so we still have problem with that. But next year, I mean not next year, this year, basically 2021, we are going to have the first found footage horror Bulgarian movie. So that's interesting, at least. So slowly but surely, um, we are going somewhere. And there's Boyana Studios, in which they're shooting a lot of movies like 300, Expendables, Rambo, some special effects for Harry Potter actually, um, the Conan movie with Jason Momoa, and some other movies are filmed here, literally very close to where I live. So there's that, at least. Reading. Well, as long as you're alive, well, and all good, and of course, I appreciate it. Ah, of course, I'm always in control, so don't worry about that. One time! Jesus, one time. Yeah, like dear Ivy said, I covered that scary movie. I'm still about to make the podcast with the creators of the movie, but they are also celebrating, so we postponed it for after this day, 2 day after the New Year. I'm gonna have an interview with them because they did shot the whole thing in an abandoned building that is really officially reported to be haunted. So, and didn't even know that such thing existed again close to me. I'm very happy that I'm not that close, but still I'm pretty close to that place. So it's kind of better that I didn't know that exists, but now I know. So basically, they did a ton of research for this place, and they decided to go and film the movie there. So it could be real as possible because the movie is about this place anyway and its history. So it's gonna be the closest thing to an American horror movie that we can do here. So yeah. Oh, don't worry yet. I mean, you're not. You're just you just say very, very funny things in a good way. Uh, well, it's one. It's one. Wow. One. Jesus. So I'm basically streaming for 1 hour now. Oh, Ed, you have to stop watching my old streams. My old videos, I mean. Oh no, my place is not haunted. I mean, there was literally something that passed, like behind me or front of me, I don't remember. And then I saw it on the camera because I didn't saw it when I was filming, and then I saw it. And I was like, what is that? Because it didn't look like dust. It didn't look like anything else that I ever seen with my own camera or eyes, and just did certain movements, and I was like, okay, this is not dust. I mean, then I noticed that sometimes when I film with this camera that you see right now, there's literally dust like, but you can see that right away. But in this case, it was really really weird. But that doesn't mean, even if that was a literal spirit, that doesn't mean that my place is haunted. It means that somebody just passed through, so to speak. But that's another topic. I don't want to get into ghost stories in the middle of the new year. That's not a good way to start the year, so no ghost stories. But I also have to go and rewatch that and see how and what happened. But yeah, really stop watching these old videos. Ah, well, if you're interested, but I personally cannot watch myself from the old videos. I just cringe. And I remember how much I struggled with YouTube back then. Not that I'm not now, but at least I went far. I mean, more far than I was. So, I mean, to the point where I can literally work this, my dream. Uh, and for me, that's not trivial. That is literally the thing that mostly matters to me. So, it's unbelievable. I still have a ton to go, but still, I'm happy that I did everything that I could to be here. And in 2020, despite all of the things that happened that everybody considered them to be, well, of course, we know what happened, and that was unprecedented once again and horrible for what I was able to do in 2020. I totally changed my life, quit my job, did the brave thing and said, okay, I don't care, but I just can't take it anymore, so I'm gonna quit and just gonna be here and create for you guys. And of course, at my OnlyFans, so that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing. And for me, that is a huge step that finally was possible. So for 2020, despite what happened, it did allow me to have a bit more time to finish my, fitness and wellness officially. I mean, to finish that and just, you know, uh, take the, I mean, to be certified, basically. I mean, that not wine is really, really interfering with my concentration, unfortunately. But yeah, that I was able to certify myself as a fitness professional and all of that, just to make it official. And then I just got this epiphany that I'm not gonna listen to any type of a boss anymore and to just waste my time in a place where I'm just overqualified for, but in the same time I shouldn't have to be there, and I just should do what I love to do because I'm meant to do this. I just always felt this way since I was born, and I'm not meant for whatever else job under someone that, yeah, it's a long topic. So yeah, for me that this was extremely important and necessary to do, and I just couldn't feel happier. It's a lot harder in a lot of ways, but I feel a lot happier. So as much as I mean, as much as it's like a ton more work, like whole day every day, even a lot of things behind the scenes that you cannot see, from morning till the evening, is a lot better to, work for your dream than to work for someone else that just gonna yell at you the whole day, and you're just gonna, yeah, lose your life there basically. So yeah, at least that is the way that I'm spending my time, just being here with you guys. So for me, that is literally the dream. Unihorsen. uh, Unihorsen plot unfolds. Amazing. So for those of you that don't know, the unicorns became a meme. That's my unicorn from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and we called it a unihorse. And from then on out, the unihorse became a symbol of a lot of stuff. Doesn't matter, just blame the unihorse for everything, and the unihorse is also the mascot of everything at the same time. So that is our special thing. Now in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I have actually a horse with wings that also can swim, which is amazing. I wish every RPG in the world had this type of ability in every horse or mount to swim with you, so you can mount it and actually swim and not just, uh, jump somewhere and or drown or just not go into the water. Well, that's amazing. So thank you very much, Ivy, for that. Uh oh, Cody, hi to you. Well, Ed, a ton of stress, of my old job. I mean, I, learned a lot of things, which was good, but literally whatever I needed, I learned and just removed myself from there. It was a corporate setting, and no matter how, whatever company you work for, when it's a corporate world, and no matter how your boss looks normal, they're not. They're just crazy because their own bosses are absolutely crazy and pushing them and pressuring them all the time. So they're just pressuring then me, and that is all the time. But it's not only that. There are certain types of people that are just meant to create, and that is literally what I am. And I just cannot endure this. I literally try to make the best of the situation and learn and do my best, but at some point I cannot do this and a job. I tried for years, but it didn't take, it didn't take off at all, until I was doing both things. I was, every day from 9 to 7 there, to 6 actually, sorry. And then I went to here, I tried to rest, and then immediately I'd start streaming. And I just couldn't put my mind to it, my whole effort. And when I finally was like, okay, I'm gonna dedicate myself so I can do this, and that is when everything actually went somewhere. So until you focus your attention or any goal in life, like fully dedicate yourself to that goal, nothing really happens. I mean, the progress is extremely slow. And if I was, if I was gonna be here forever and I have all the time in the world, sure, I can postpone it, but I don't. I am pushing this for a lot of years now, so I want to achieve my dream not when I'm 100, if I may. So I had to do it. A lot of people are just content with just finding a corporate job, and that's like the achievement of their life. But I'm not like this. I'm a creator, I'm an art person. uh, I literally cannot live like this. I don't know how to explain. You just have to feel it to know it, but just no other way of existence. I'm either giving myself fully to this, and or I'm not doing anything. I mean, I cannot live any other way, literally. Oh, thank you very much, Ivy. Thank you. Yeah, I always wish you all the best and the happiness and the success. Health number one, and everything after health is possible as long as you're healthy and you're taking care of yourself, and always be mindful of your physical and mental health. Well, you're gonna catch the unicorns in the Assassin's Creed stream set if you want. Shadowround! BG, hi to you. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Have also a fantastic new 2021. Patrick, Happy New Year too from Poland. Well, the New Year also came in Poland, I think, like 19 minutes ago, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm still getting messages. Well, that's interesting from people that they're not even like, whoa. I, I didn't even heard from these people like for what a year? What is happening here? Oh, Jesus, that's very weird. Like, literally, I have not heard of these people, and they're like, Happy New Year! Like, I forgot about even. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. Oh boy. I will have a lot of messages to reply to, I guess, tomorrow. And you too, guys, probably. Oh boy. Jesus. And today, by the way, I got a message, and I was thinking to do a separate video about this, but might as well just tell ya. So I got a scam on Viber. If you guys have Viber, so basically, there's these scams that are done not only here in Bulgaria, but I hear in a lot of other countries too. If you sell something on the site, and here we have a site that's called OLX, yes. I just found out that that's actually a company that bought our Bulgarian site, and now it's OLX, but before it was Prodavalnik, I mean, you don't know, but I'm just saying. Surely, well, we do have Bulgarians in the chat, so they might as well be informed about the horrible scams that could occur on such platforms. So basically, you're selling something on this site, and it's like eBay, but you cannot actually pay through the site. You have to order from the person that sells it, and then you give your address, career office, whenever, business address, whenever you wish to get, the package, and there's no payment through the site. It's not like eBay, it's not like Amazon, only through the courier firm. You can send the product that you're selling, and then you can get the money through the courier. So you count on the courier, and they are very reliable to do that. and this is common practice here. So I'm getting this message from somebody that's called Sanda, which first is not a Bulgarian name at all. And she or he tells me that they want to buy the boots that I'm selling. So I'm like, well, okay, give me an address and all of that, like usual. But they're like sending me a screenshot from this site, OLX, and showing me that the site has a career option, which they don't. They have like an option to create the address document that is, I don't know how that was called in English, but they don't have career services themselves. So she's like, well, you send that there, and I'm gonna pay it now. And I'm like, what? Like, are you from Bulgaria? Because first, she's not speaking well Bulgarian. She's sounding like an android or something, you know, like a Neanderthal, basically. And I was suspicious right away. And I'm like, I don't work with OLX. I just, send through other services like Account, for instance. That's a career firm. And she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, well, give me an address and a name. And she's like sending me a link that has my boots that I'm selling. And when you click on this address, there's a button to get the money. So she's like, this is a link I paid, so you click there and you receive your money. And I'm like, what? There's just no such thing in OLX. So I click there and I see that on this link there's literally a place where you're supposed to put your card data. And it's like absolutely obvious because you can't receive money when you put your card data. You can only give money. So if you enter your card data, you're gonna be giving someone your whole bank account money. You see where I'm going with this? What a scam this is. And I immediately start to search in Google and I see a topic on Facebook, a Bulgarian topic, and it says literally this same scam, and people screenshotted it and showed that there's the same scam just with other not Sanda but someone else, that is doing this. I'm sure it's like the same person but just with different pictures. And yeah, I also made a screenshot. I posted that in the group, and I posted the phone number of this person with whoever that is. And I also, by the way, replied to them, and I'm like, you're trying to steal my money. You're literally trying to steal my money. And they're like, no, no, that is not it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I mean, if I knew where those people are, like, if I could send the police there, but I can't. So there's horrible. I mean, I read that some woman lost all the money of her card, like 1,500 level, which is a lot of money, but a lot of other people could lose a ton more. So this is horrible. And another scam that I saw was like opening, just going through another site or like reading like an online paper or something, and all of a sudden you're opening a pop-up window and there's a site that you're familiar with. I mean, it says that it's this site, but it's not. Like another shopping site or something that you're familiar with, and you see the logo and it says you can win an iPhone or an iPad, and you just click here and you enter your data. And I'm like, no, that's not real, because you can see the link in the browser that it says like totally different address. And of course, when you Google this, you also found out this is another scam. So just beware, especially on any well, on the holidays. I mean, those things sometimes become more often on any holidays, because people are buying, people are just not very careful, do not think things through. So just be very careful, guys. I actually did get scammed for real. That was a few months ago. This time it was really like I didn't know at all that this thing existed. Basically what happened is that one company searched, wrote to me on Instagram. They're like, we're a fitness company, we like to work with you. And I'm like, yay, because I waited for this for a long time to be sponsored by some fitness company. And I saw their site and it looked very legit. You can go there right now, it looks very legit. It's called Powered, but it's written with PWRD. There's no O anywhere. And they sell like, well, all kinds of fitness apparel. And they're like, well, we can sponsor you, we can send you products, you can review them, you can show them to your followers, you can take pictures with the clothes that you bought from us. And I'm like, okay, this all sounds like those company works, like My Protein and other companies. But unlike My Protein actually requires of you to have 10,000 subs at least for them to work with you, but they're a very big company. Where these guys are very small. So I was like, okay, that makes sense because I am very small. So yeah, maybe they really want to take like smaller creators and work with them and promote themselves this way. And if they really make good clothes and all of that, like, why not? Well, the thing is, for them to through Google Pay to buy one thing from the site, so you can claim that you're serious, and they give you like 40% off. And I really like this fitness bra, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy that then. And I bought that. And I got a confirmation SMS, even I got an email confirmation, everything's fine, the product is gonna be sent soon, and I'm gonna get a message when the product is sent. That was like the middle of the corona, and I'm like, okay, well, that's great. And I even got a message from my own, like, well, manager or something, not manager, but like connection to the company or something. And she's like, well, when you get the product, just send us pictures and make them your story and all of that. And like, okay, it's gonna be great. But then I never got anything, never got a product. They just took my money and that was it. I never got anything. And I never got a message that the product was sent. I wrote them like 5 emails. I wrote to this person. She never, first time she actually replied and said, no, that's probably gonna come, but you write to the site, not to me, or something like this. And I wrote to the site, then wrote to her again. There's just no reply. Wrote to the page on Instagram, no reply. Wrote them that they're a scam directly to their faces, no reply. So I still have to see if I can do something. In Poland too. Something with that, because I really got upset that it's the first time that I really got my hopes up that actually one company want to work with me. And every day when you go to Instagram and you go to their, their account, once again, that is PWRD, powered, without the O. There's a ton of people that film themselves with the clothes, but I kind of think that it just should be a scam. Like, they could, I don't know. Take a few people and take the pictures with the products, and then I went to AliExpress and I saw some of the things that they're selling on or are in AliExpress. So that those are not even clothes from a real company. They're just taken from China. Jesus Christ. So unfortunately that happened, and I didn't want to happen, but I just couldn't know. But the fact that nobody is telling me anything, it just goes to show that just should be a freaking scam. So Dino, happy New Year to you too. Oh, well, scammers deserve to be in prison for a freaking long time. Apple cider. Oh, I can't drink any cider, by the way. My head literally hurts from that a lot. From any cider, for that matter. Oh yeah, a lot of scammers actually try to write you, and I saw that and I warned you about that. So yeah, be careful. God was. Yeah, hopefully 2021 is not gonna suck at all. But until we get rid of you know what, it's probably gonna still suck. So prepare for that. And what's gonna happen to movie theaters? On a side note, since we're also talking about movies, here on the channel, what the heck's gonna happen? Who knows? They still packages well. At least that's something that's not happening here. But here now, because of the new PS5 consoles, freaking Amazon couriers steal the consoles. Jesus. They literally have chases on the streets like Fast and the Furious and stealing PS5 consoles from the back of the and the cars. Like, what the heck? So funny. I mean, it's not funny. You know what I mean? So, guys, it's 1:33. I'm getting so sleepy. Like, you can't even imagine. I'm so sleepy. I wanted to play a game, but I probably gonna be like, I'm gonna kill ya. I'm gonna kill you good. Good. Well, I can still actually play a game, but maybe for an hour. Guys, if you wanna watch that, I really didn't plan to go to bed very late. So we'll see. If I don't come back in 20 minutes, I probably went to bed. Still have to call my parents though because they tried to call me, but I'm like, I'm streaming. What to do? Oh yeah, uptick. That's normal. I mean, it's still early. There's not enough stock for PS5 or Xbox, and I would tell to everybody that have any brains, do not buy any hardware when it comes out. I know that a lot of people cannot wait, but just don't buy it because you're always gonna be screwed, okay? Always going to be screwed. First, the, the new hardware, especially the first batches that come out, they always have some kind of a problem, whether that's gonna be software issue, hardware issue, and now we see both. Even the freaking GPUs, the NVIDIA GPUs, and even some of the AMD GPUs, they do have hardware or software issues. AMD even has problems with the drivers. They still are waiting new drivers for their freaking DLSS technology. I mean, the variant of that to work, and that's probably gonna happen in February. Who knows? So until that happens, we can't even compare the cards objectively because all the bells and whistles are actually not on their cards. And a lot of stuff. And for Nvidia, we still have the TIs. Like, always wait for the TIs. Jesus Christ, never buy the first cards. There's already talks about the next GPUs, which are probably going to be the new status quo, and the current models that just came out are kind of like the transition phase. So you can never catch the new technology because it's always evolving, but you can like hit somewhere in the middle and be good for the next 5 years. And so that is what I'm gonna be waiting. And when it comes to the consoles, like, once again, never ever buy the first. They're always some kind of a way screwed. So I'm gonna wait like so long so long for the PS5. Not gonna buy it at all. Probably, maybe, I'm not even sure actually about this year, because if there's not any games on it that I really want to play or that I cannot wait, I'm not gonna touch it at all. I don't want to spend money. That's too much money for it. First and second, I do have a lot of games on my PSN account, but I don't need any of them. I went through all of them anyway, and I still have my PC that still holds I don't know how, but it still holds the front and I can still play on it. So I have all the games that I really want to play on PC. So for now, oh, sleepy. I'm sorry, guys, sleepy. I'm not used to stream this late. New Year's or not New Year's, too late. So, yeah, I just, I mean, I also have this excitement feeling as a kid where you want to have the brand new things, but it's not wise. It's not wise. It's just stupid. And there's one guy, and if you're watching one guy, you know who you are, that just bought PS4. And I'm like, why are you buying the PS4? Who is buying the console when its lifespan is over? Yes, we're going to have games for like at least 2 years, like even 3 years for the PS4, but that is just because of the install base is too great for the developers and all the gaming companies to just give up on it. But it's getting horribly difficult to develop for the old consoles because of the new technologies that are evolving, and developers just trying hard and hard, like you see what's happening now with Cyberpunk, to make a game look decent and run on the PS4 when it's supposed to be actually next gen. So eventually, PS4s are gonna just not be able to run any new games, and they have to discontinue the development for them anyway. So I'm like to this friend of mine, why did you buy the PS4? Just wait like 3 months, gather a bit more money, because really, actually, the difference in the cost is not that great between the consoles. So just like gather more money for like the next 3-4 months. I mean, you waited like 7 years for the freaking console, just you can wait another 3 months and buy the PS5. And he's like, well, I'm gonna play PS4 games, so why do I need the PS5? And like, because the PS5 is playing the PS4 games, and it's playing a lot of them in 60 FPS. And he's like, but I do not have a 4K TV. And I'm like, okay, you don't need a 4K TV, you can still play on your full HD TV and still play on 60 FPS all the games. So you're getting the benefit of next gen, and you're getting all the games from the PS4, God of War, which he wanted to play so much, included. So why? That means that because he wants to get the PS5 eventually, he's gonna give almost double the money, and I'm like, why? But goes to show you that a lot of people just don't inform themselves firstly on what the new consoles are or what the difference is, and if you don't know the differences, you just can lie to yourself and buy the old one 7 years after it came out. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh man, I'm happy that I sold my PS4 Pro months ago, before PS5 comes out, so the price was still high enough for me to sell it, in good price. Wow, it's still very early where you are, Optic. Yeah, you're definitely kidding, Ed. That's older than me, I think. I mean, yeah, Optic, if you have PS4, you still have games for the next few years, but they're gonna freaking discontinue that. Well, I want new toys, but I'm wise, guys. I'm wise. Even if I have the money, I'm not gonna just give them away. I'm gonna wait. There's just no logical reason to get the PS5. There's just not one reason. I do miss to have a gamepad in my hand, because I don't have now any gamepads. If I need a gamepad for, like, I need it for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I do not have any gamepad anymore. But that's also the thing. Not one gamepad of the PS5 feels the same. They all feel different. Like, one can have like a loosen touchpad and one can have like different joysticks or something. I mean, they all feel different. They're all like not consistent with the quality yet. So Sony should fix their issues, and then I would like to have it someday when there's actually games on it. But in the meantime, I mean, if you wait a bit, you're gonna find out that you can actually live without a lot of things that you don't really need. That's what I mean. If you just wait, you're gonna realize that you don't really need those things. So with Assassin's Creed, I struggled so much at the beginning to get used to the freaking combat, but then I did. So now I can kill everyone really quickly, and my fingers are, very used to the keyboard. So there's that. PS6. Well, another 6 years for that, maybe. Well, eh, we'll see. We'll see if I even get a PS5, but yeah, I should. Hmm. Oh, Ed. Oh, Carlos, that's awesome. So we're gonna make Sisters Army. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna be so cool. They're gonna be so cool. Yeah, guys. So no, the one thing that they really need is new hardware on the PC. But like I said, still holds the front. But it's kind of ridiculous that it does, but it still does. So I'm still at my freaking old i7 4790, which compared to the new CPUs is like Asian grandfather. And my video, the GPU, 6 gigabytes of VRAM only, 980 Ti. Jesus Christ, that's why I'm telling you that I never drink such things, because my brain is literally melting away. And yeah, and 16 gigs of 1600 megahertz of RAM, which is pretty pitiful. And still I'm able to stream and play, except Assassin's Creed and Cyberpunk, because those two games are like too too heavy. Although I can stream Assassin's Creed and they actually optimized it, but it's still a bit heavier than usual. So for most games, I'm holding the front. Mostly, I'm shocked that I'm totally holding it when it comes to Death Stranding, which once again, I have to say, looks 10 times better and next gen compared to Assassin's Creed and even Cyberpunk looks 10 times better, and it turns 10 times better because I can actually run the game at 60 and 2K, and I still don't have to actually ever lower the resolution, so I can still play in 2K resolution with this card and this CPU and this RAM. So it's really not that bad. I mean, when you get the highest end of the times, you're like good for 5 years. Yeah, especially this generation of cars. I mean, even if you have my generation, it's still gonna be rather good. Well, anything under 980 Ti, it's really rather weak now, but you can still play at least in lower settings. But 2K is possible still on all games with 980 Ti, so yeah. But that's actually a lot better than getting the PS5 if I can invest in the PC, because I do everything with the PC. But it's gonna cost like 3 times more. So yeah, that's a problem. But I do plan to wait out the new Rocket Lake of Intel. Starting to lose my voice here, and to see how they compare with the AMD CPUs, and then to see if I'm gonna wait the new CPUs, because I hear that the 4000 series are gonna be absolutely insane, and actually the new AMD cards after these RDNA 3, if I'm not mistaken, are gonna be actually insane too. So we'll see. I'm just gonna push it and just pretend that it's not that old and just keep playing all the games and be like, I'm still playing with this PC. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So yes, I mean everything's really fine. I'm I'm okay with playing. Until Assassin's Creed and Cyberpunk, I was actually playing with 60 FPS on most games. So and high settings, sometimes even ultra settings. And now I had to like lower, but it's not the objective because those games are broken. I mean, Assassin's Creed is just very with very old engine Anvil from 2014. Jesus Christ. And it looks old, it runs bad, and all of that. Where the Decima, Kojima engine Decima, that's trending, that's new engine and looks amazing and runs amazing on my super old hardware. So it's not objective at all. If all engines were like the Decima engine that look next gen and play like next gen, I would not actually need to change my hardware at all for another 5 years. So, yeah, what to do? But if all games are like Cyberpunk or Assassin's Creed, I can still play them, but I have to make do with 30 FPS. But I'm okay with 30 FPS as long as it's not under 30. Now, Cyberpunk is stable, so it runs like 30 something at once again 2K and middle to high settings. So for me, that's still very good and doable, but it's really the heaviest game that my PC has ever seen. That's for sure. And Assassin's Creed was pretty fine. I mean, pretty fine after the previous update, but after the current update with the festival and all, it got worse. But on almost all high settings, I can still play in 40 something and 30 something FPS, which once again for me is pretty normal. So I'm not one of those people that are like 60, like non-stop 60, yeah, 60, yeah. Because like all my life I also play the consoles too, and they're always 30, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I mean, one of the best games that I ever had the pleasure to experience, not only play but just experience, are Assassin's Creed and God of War and The Last of Us and Horizon Zero Dawn and okay, a lot of exclusives start to slip my mind, but all the other exclusives. But my favorites are Uncharted: The Lost Legacy 2, and God of War, and I mean, I had the best time of my life playing those games, and I never once complained that there are 30 FPS. I understand, totally understand, and can see the difference, but I'm okay with that. And my monitor is, 144 megahertz, and some games, like Destiny, for instance, sometimes Destiny 2 runs high, I mean, very high, it runs like 100 FPS at all higher settings, and it's awesome at and above 60, but still like I can't even see that. I mean, it's great, but once again, even if I can't see it with this monitor, it's just perfectly fine. I was perfectly fine on 60, I was still perfectly fine on 40. So yeah, I'm used to both ways. I'm used to 30, I'm used to 60. So until my PC can hold stable 30, I'm gonna be super content unless they something changed with the YouTube algorithm and I cannot stream for some reason with my PC anymore. But other than that, I'm gonna be like super content with what I have right now. I'm sorry guys, I really lost my voice here. The machine spirit. Yes, yeah, bless Blessed be that Messiah, the Emperor. Wow, yeah, Clayton, your RAM is like mine. Yeah, only the your CPU is weaker, but your RAM is, yeah, like mine. Yeah, in your card, yeah. Yeah, well, if you can get, well, you play on Full HD though, and I play on 2K, so that's the difference. If I switch on Full HD, I will play, with such a high frame rates, but I don't want to compromise the quality. So that's why I'm super content with Cyberpunk, and that's pretty good for Death Stranding. And that once again, Death Stranding just one of those games that we have to say, damn it, this is a very good example because if all games were like this, we don't even have to upgrade, But they don't want that. They do want us to upgrade, so they're gonna screw the engines. I don't know how that works, but if Kojima can do it, I don't think that the others can't, but they just are limited, or I don't know what. Oh, Dark Date. Yeah, we'll see about Dark Date. I can't wait to see that. I hope it's good. Really hope it's good. So, it's almost 2 a.m., guys. So I think that streaming until 4 is not gonna be good for my nervous system. So yeah, maybe if I, sleep and all of that, I'm gonna be a lot better and just gonna, have a casual, fun, just for a few people that wanna watch. If Yeah, because not a lot of people watch my gaming streams, but we do have a lot of fun. So just for the few people that want to have fun, I can do a New Year first gaming stream of the year when I wake up, but not before that, because getting into a healthier sleeping pattern and then just ruined it with one night actually does ruin it. So gotta go to bed. Well, warriors have to sleep, otherwise they cannot perform on the battlefield. That's literally how this works. To a point, but then all warriors are just gonna be like, you know. Well, thank you very much, Optic. I did my best on that thumbnail. I really did. Uh, okay, Gary Power. Here are the muscles that got really too much food. Like I've said, so they're very yeah, they're pretty Jesus Christ, I have to lose a lot of water because of that. But when I do, I'm gonna get my definition. Actually, it's not bad. Well, you can see it, but it's not bad on uh, good lighting. So yeah, sleep well, guys. Well, those of you that have similar to my time, I wish that this year is gonna be much better. Really much better than the previous one. And like I said, if numerology is also any indication, 2 and 2 equals 4, 1 equals 5, and 5 is actually a very good number in general. It's one of my own numbers as well. So I hope that that's gonna be a very good thing for all of us, not only me of course, but for all of us. So those things do matter, whether you believe it or not, but how numbers are combined do affect in some kind of a way, directly on or non-directly, all of us. So I do hope that the new numbers are gonna be more like fortunate and positive this year, and that things are just gonna start to look up for all of us. So I'm happy that I spent my New Year's Eve with you guys, and yeah. Oh, 13. Okay, it's okay. -7. Sleep well. See you tomorrow. Kisses and hugs, my dear Gerities, Golden Astartes. Thank you for being here with me, for all the support this year. And yeah, like I've said, hope that 2021 is gonna be more successful for all of us. But as always, just look after yourselves and be healthy. Be healthy, number one. And always be motivated, because the motivation should always just come from your own self, and your own self respect and your own self drive to be the best version of yourself. Kisses and hugs, guys. Love ya.